Can simply writing your goals down increase your chances of achieving them? We hear it all the time, right? People say, just write it down and it'll happen. But does writing down your goals really work? Let's take a fast-paced, evidence-based look at the actual science behind goal setting.
So to answer that big question right up front, jotting down a wish list isn't some magical guarantee of success. Sorry to burst that bubble. But research strongly suggests that the physical act of writing is a massive game changer. It forces you to actually commit. It clarifies exactly what your top priorities are when you're overwhelmed by daily distractions. Plus, it makes those goals significantly easier for your brain to hold on to. Let's kick things off with Section 1, Goal Setting Theory.
To understand why writing works, we have to look at Edwin Locke and Gary Latham. They developed what's known as goal setting theory. Basically, they found that specific, challenging goals consistently produce way better performance than just having vague goals. So putting a specific challenge into precise words, that is literally a proven performance booster.
Think about the stark contrast here. When you compare vague intentions, like just thinking to yourself, hey, I want to do better, against specific written goals, the written ones are vastly more effective. A passing thought slips away the second you get busy, right? But the physical act of writing forces you to clearly define your target.
So why does this help us so much? Well, writing creates a permanent external reminder. It makes your ambitions concrete. It makes them easier to remember and honestly, much simpler to review over time. Think of a physical list as an anchor. It keeps your priorities highly visible and grounded, rather than just floating aimlessly around in your head.
Moving on to Section 2, Planning and Taking Action. Okay, time for a reality check, because we need to address a super common myth. Writing goals is simply not enough on its own. True success requires action, planning, and persistence. You can't just manifest success onto a piece of paper and wait for it to magically happen. There is a very stark difference between writing something down and actually doing the hard work. And that brings us to Peter Gollwitzer's research on implementation intentions. This is the science of using if-then plans to increase the likelihood of taking action. By deciding in advance, like, if it hits 7 a.m., then I will go for a run, you're using scientific planning to turn a written goal into guaranteed action. It's brilliant. Finally, Section 3, Real-Life Goal Success. Let's look at how this builds out in the real world. Step 1, think about a student writing an exam study plan, translating I really need to study into specific blocks of time on a calendar. Step 2, someone tracking a fitness goal, logging their miles or reps every single day. Step 3, an entrepreneur planning weekly business milestones to keep their startup on track. This is exactly how written, tracked goals operate in everyday life. If you want to maximize your success, the data gives us some clear steps. Write specific goals, divide them into smaller, actionable steps, combine them with a realistic plan, review them regularly, and add a layer of accountability. Studies absolutely prove that writing is most effective when it's combined with this exact kind of step-by-step follow-through, regular review, and holding yourself accountable. So, what is the one big goal you're going to write down today? Get it on paper, make a plan, and get to work. Because as we've learned today, writing your goals isn't magic, but it can be the first step toward turning ideas into consistent action.